Alrighty, looks like we're live again. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters Crew Super Mega Baseball 4 MLB Legends Shuffle Draft rebuild here in year number 1. It's getting better, it's a work in progress anyway. Last time out, we started the episode with some simming against the Sawtooth that we played already this year. We lost both games, getting swept in that 2-game series. We then played the first game here in this 2-game series against the Moonstars, where we got blown out 15-0, where Bergenberg threw a complete game shutout. And then in the second game, the last game we simmed last episode, we bounced back to shut out the Moonstars 9-0. And also scored more than 5 runs for the first time all season. Today's episode, we are going to be taking on the Sirloins here in this first matchup of 2. And then the plan for after that episode, we are going to sim game 2, sim this game against the Grapplers, and we'll jump into the game against the Buzzards and the Heaters next episode. Because, not the Heaters, the Platypi, because those are the two teams that are performing really well on the other side of the conference, and I want to see what those two teams are about. And the only reason I'll be playing the Buzzards next episode is because we are at home, and we don't have to go to Shaka. Suck it, you bastards. Alrighty, so the pitching match for today's game, leading for the Sirloins at 5-10 and last place in their division. It is former major leaguer left-hander Jamie Moyer, the innings eater, changeup specialist, 0-2 with a 9.26 ERA and a 1.89 WHIP. Moyer also played for the Phillies in his career. And for us, Freebooters, we're going to be sending out former major leaguer Jack McDowell, 1-1 with a 3.86 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. McDowell, of course, with the Minnesota Twins and famously the Detroit Tigers in his career. He also won the World Series with the Twins in the greatest World Series ever played in 1991 against the Braves. He was actually the winning pitcher in Game 7 of that World Series. Fun fact. The more you know. Lineup for today's game. Leading off is Casper Stern in the DH role, followed by Ron Say locked in at third base. Batting third is left fielder Ron Gant. Batting fourth, right fielder Ava Blanc. Batting fifth, tense first baseman Mash Taters. Batting sixth, center fielder Willie Wilson. Batting seventh, shortstop Bill Russell. Batting eighth, second baseman Mark Ellis. And batting ninth will be the catcher, the sheriff, Rick Dempsey. Let's get it on. Alrighty, jumping into this game here against the Sirloins today. Looking at their lineup, ooh, okay. I see a couple major leaguers. I also see many Super Mega Baseball players. We have obviously, we'll go through their lineup because they're going to be up first today. But yeah, I do recognize a lot of these guys, so that's good. So at least I'll be knowledgeable of some of them. Here we go. Sirloins extreme power hitters. Fits the bill, that's what they normally are. So good offense, poor defense, poor speed. Decent pitching staff. Okay. It's a solid build. They're just not having the results, much like us. Except us, we went all in on pitching. At least they're more even. Randy Mann leading off, shortstop from the Hot Corners. Playing a backup position today. He's hitting .342 on the year. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. A very good year for Randy Mann so far this season. He'll be facing Jack McDowell first today. McDowell 1-1, 3.86 ERA and a 1.35 WHIP. He has the second best ERA in the pitching rotation. 7 runs given up in 16 in the third innings. Right now he's averaging just over 5 in the third innings of start. 20 hits surrendered, 2 walks, a homer, a hit batsman, 11 strikeouts, which is the least in the starting rotation. Batting average against .308 on the year for Jack. And that's not surprising because Jack only throws 3 pitches. Looking at the lineup for the Sirloins here, we'll go ahead and run that down for you guys here. Randy Mann leading off from the Hot Corners. Following him is center fielder Reggie Smith, major leaguer. He's tense right now, not hitting the ball particularly well. Unfortunately, I'm not very familiar with Reggie Smith, so if anybody does know where he's from, please enlighten me. My knowledge of the late 60s and early 70s is mainly limited to the Orioles, so... batting third is a rookie Squinch Toot Whistle, the second baseman. Batting fourth, former Major League first baseman Dick Allen. I am familiar with Dick Allen, at least. Do not remember what team he played for, but I have heard his name before. Again, 60s and 70s, not a big knowledgeable base on that one, unfortunately. Way before my time. So if anyone could enlighten me where he's from as well, please, that would be grateful. DH Gustav Gustafsson from the Moonstars. Batting sixth, left fielder Patience Evergreen, who was a freebooter. Batting seventh, former major leaguer right fielder Sean Green. I am familiar with Sean Green. He's from the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers, famously. Batting eighth, rookie third baseman Nomar Stubbs. He is locked in. He is actually a free agent before the franchise starts. And batting ninth, his former Grapplers catcher, or Grappler's catcher? Yeah, Grappler's catcher, Chase Tabboul. On the bench, looking over there, we have Dwight Evans from the Red Sox. He was on that '86 team that lost to the Mets. Bobby Bash, third baseman from the Hot Corners. Both of them are tenths, as well as shortstop Ham Slamus from the Buzzards. All three of them are on the bench because they're not hitting well. And rookie catcher Sponge Dryden, who is also a free agent before the series begins. Looking at the pitching staff for the Sirloins. They have Chug Bourbony, the ace of the wide loads. They have Wanda Dregler, who's the ace of the blowfish. They have Heidi Mabetz, who's the number 2 in the Nemesis rotation. Sergio Slider, the rookie long reliever from the Sandcats bullpen. He's a new addition to the game this year. He's a rookie. Long reliever Al Leiter, current Major League commentator and broadcaster from the Mets and the Blue Jays in the 80s into the mid-2000s. He had a very long career. His son is actually in the Major Leagues right now. I believe that is Jack Leiter, if I remember correctly. They have former Major League reliever Paul Ossenmacher, or it could be Asenmacher. I'm not entirely sure how it's pronounced. He is a mystery to me. I do not know what team he played for because, oddly enough, with a strange name like that, you think I would remember where that's from. Unfortunately, that is not the case. They have reliever Doug Nerdword from the Buzzards. Overdogs, wrong team. And then they have closer Ice Vainer also from the Sandcats. So, pretty solid pitching staff for the Sirloins here. Let's jump into it. McDowell's ready. Let's get it on. Heater up. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Little hack active here already for Randy Mann. Curveball been in. That is turned on and skied to right center field. Blanc tracking it. Will get there for the first out. Next up is center fielder Reggie Smith, the former major leaguer, power versus righty and high pitch active, hitting .265. 2 homers and 4 RBIs on the year. I could look up where these guys play for that I don't recognize, but where's the fun in that? I like to keep you guys, you know, engaged in the series. It brings me a great joy to see people actually commenting on videos these days. 2-seamer at the knee, strike called, 0-1. 4-seamer down in the way is outside, 1-1. Curveball down and in. Chop slow roll to second. Ellis to his right, charges, bare hands and fires. 2 down. Base is empty for Squinch Toot Whistle, the rookie second baseman, hitting .230, 1 homer, 7 RBIs on the year. Contact versus righty is active for Squinch. Curveball down on the first pitch, taken low. Good eye, ball 1. Forcing him down and away from Jack, blew it by her, 1-1. 2-seamer up and in, strike called, 1-2. McDowell ahead. Forcing him down and in. Chase low, grounded up the first base line. Tater's there, taps the bag, and that's a 1-2-3 first inning for McDowell. Bottom 1 were scoreless. Stearns, Say, and Gant up against former Major League veteran Jamie Moyer. Casper Stern leading off the DH, hitting .333 on the year, 2 RBIs. Low pitch from Mind Gamer active here. Base in former Major Leaguer Jamie Moyer, who has durable active immediately off the rip, so he will tire a lot slower than other starters. Moyer 0-2 on the year with a 9.26 ERA and a 1.89 WHIP. 12 earned runs given up in 3 starts, only 11 2/3 innings pitched, averaging less than 4 innings of start. 18 hits surrendered, 4 walks, 5 homers, 2 hit batsmen, 5 strikeouts. Batting average against .360 on the year for the 40-year-old Moyer. Looks like a slow start out of the gate here for Moyer this season, trying to bounce back here. Moyer famously pitched for the Phillies and also the Mariners in the major leagues. I'm sure there's other stops he had in his very long tenured career, but those are the 2 that stick out prominently in my mind. I believe he was part of that dominant 100-win Seattle team back in the 2000s. Heater down low inside, ball 1. Strike at the knees on the changeup, 1-1. We're going to see a lot of that changeup from Moyer. That was his bread and butter. Heater low, 2-1. He was never a hard thrower in his career. Air Greg Maddox, that's bloop behind the mound. Man there, fires. Low throw, picked by Allen for the first out. Nice play, Dick. Next up, Ron Say, former major leaguer, locked in, hitting .310. 2 homers, 9 RBIs on the year for the third baseman. Hey, Loai, thank you for tuning in, my friend. Go Freebooters, indeed. Hopefully we can turn it around. Cutter low, taken, ball 1. Fastball in there at the changeup actually at the letters, 1-1. Changeup inside, misses, 2-1. Heater up and away, check swing, strike called, 2-2. Changeup down on the way, Say out in front, pulls it foul, out of play, 2-2. Change up away, pulled down to third base line. That is blooped into left base hit. Say with his first hit today, he's 1 for 1. Keeps that hot hitting going here to start the game. Here's Ron Gant, left fielder, hitting 186, 4 RB homers on the year, 4 RBIs. Gant not playing well at all. Young outfielder really struggling in his starting role. Changeup taken low, ball 1. Changeup away outside, 2-0. Cutter away, that's a strike, 2-1 the count. Changeup away, rip foul, 2-2. Changeup up, pulled foul, we'll do it again, still 2-2. It'll be hard to hit home runs today. Fastball away, fouled off, 2-2. Very hard to time up that changeup from Moyer. Fastball up, hit on the ground to short, off the diving glove of Mann, into left field. That's an infield single for Gant. 2 on, 1 down. Freebooters in business here in the first. Here's Ava Blanc, right fielder in the cleanup slot today, hitting 391. 2 homers, 7 RBIs on the year. Good start to the year for the rookie. This is actually the quarter mark of the season, game 16, as we play 60 games here in this playthrough. Changeup taken high, ball 1, good eye there from Blanc. Fastball way driven by Ava, deep right center field. She got all that one. Cannonball coming at you as it lands off the face of the second deck in right center. First homer I've hit with Ava Blanc. It's with her and when I'm in game. Third of the year for the rookie. It is 3-0 Freebooters. Left that fastball in a dangerous spot. Ash Tater's up next. First baseman is Tense, hitting 321, 3 homers, 8 RBIs on the year. Moyer still Tense. Changeup in there at the knees, 0-1. Changeup away, strike called, 0-2. Good start to the at-bat. Cutter away, chased outside, blooped to short. Right there, Mann, 2 down. Base is empty for Willie Wilson. Center fielder is hitting 200 on the year with 1 RBI. First pitch Slayer active, another slow starter here in the outfield. Cutter up and away, strike called, 0-1. Cutter inside, misses, 1-1 the count. Changeup up, hangs, line to third, right at Stubbs, and that ends the inning. But a 3-run bomb from rookie Ava Blanc puts the Freebooters on the board, 3-0 to the second. Allen, Gustafson, and Evergreen do up. It's always good to hear Cannonball coming at you in the first inning. Let's see if we can build on that momentum. Dick Allen up next, former major leaguer, hitting 293, 4 homers, 19 RBIs on the year. Powers righty active for the first baseman. I don't know why, but for some reason, Dick Allen is screaming Philly to me. It could also be the Athletics for some reason, but I'm not sure. I have no clue where he played for or who he played for. Here away in the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Nice pitch there from McDowell. 2-seamer middle in, line to first, right at Taters, 1 down. Gustafson up next, former Moonstars outfielder, DHing today, hitting 211, 2 homers, 5 RBIs for the 5-hitter. He is a fastball hitter, so McDowell's really going to have to lean on the breaking ball here this at-bat. Curveball down is in the dirt, ball 1. Goes down and in, low, 2-0. Curveball up, popped up foul out of play behind the plate, 2-1. Easy me down. Low, 3-1. Ball down and in. Ripped foul, out of play. Almost killed a man. Full count. Bless you, Jack. 2-seamer middle in. Chased, fouled off. We'll do it again. Forcing me down in the way. In the dirt. Ball 4. First walk for McDowell as Gustafson smartly takes it. First base runner today for the Sirloins. Here's left fielder Patience Evergreen, the former Freebooter, hitting 244, 3 homers, and 12 RBIs on the year. First pitch Prayer active for the former left fielder for our team. Funny note, her hair color actually matches the uniform color for the Sirloins. That is actually a nice touch game. Four-seamer down and in, strike called, 0-1. Ball down and away, grounded back to McDowell. He'll fire to second, 1, Russell to first. Air mails it into the stands on a -10 throw. E6 in the books. Runner second, 2 down for Sean Green with the RBI, 0. Right fielder hitting hitless on the year, actually. Former major leaguer, former Diamondback, and also Dodger. Those are the 2 teams I clearly remember him playing for in his career. May have been other stops along the way. Four-seamer away on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Nice pitch from Jack. Two-seamer up and in. Inside. 1-1. Ball down and in. Grounded to second. Right at Ellis. He'll charge in. Make the play. And that ends the inning. McDowell strands an inherited runner on the error. Bottom two. It's 3-0. Russell, Ellis, and Dempsey bottom of the lineup up for the Freebooters against Moyer. Bill Russell leading off. Shortstop made an error in the field in the top half of this inning. Looking to bounce back. Hitting .263. 4 RBIs on the year. Pressure on Russell to keep his starting job as Rodney Park was signed at the end of last episode, so that shortstop is now challenging him for playing time. Two-seamer outside nipped the corner from Moyer. 0-1. Cutter high and away. 1-1. Change up at the knees. Line back at the middle, and Bill Russell delivers with a leadoff single here in the second. Shortstop on the leadoff. Next up, Mark Ellis, former Major Leaguer second baseman, hitting .327. 6 RBIs on the year. Two-seamer high, strike called. 0-1. Moyer gets ahead. Fastball up, hit back at the middle, past the diving man, base hit. And once again, Ellis duplicates what Bill Russell does. If one gets a hit, the other gets a hit. 2 on, none down to start the inning for the Sheriff, Rick Dempsey. Former Oriole catcher, hitless on the year. He also played for the Tigers and the Phillies. Also the Twins. He had a very long career. Oh my God, it's not the Phillies. Twins, Dodgers, Orioles. What was the fourth team he played for? Brewers, I believe he played for as well. But Dempsey, I always remember for the Orioles. He was the 1983 World Series MVP. Had his best offensive series ever in his career. He was known more for his defense. Looking for his first hit of the season. Heater low and away. Strike called. 0-1. Moyer gets ahead. Heater high. Taken. 1-1. Moyer, when did you start your career? 86? Their paths would have crossed. Because Dempsey played until 92. I think they may have faced each other in real life, actually. that would have been funny. 1-1. Change up in there at the letters. 1-2. Would have been a young Jamie Moyer. Fastball up and in. Skied to left center by Dempsey. Hanging up. Coming on is going to be Evergreen for the first out. Top lineup coming up next for the Freebooters. Here's Casper Stern. He's 0 for 1 today.
Number 22, Casper Stern.
Fastball up and in. Dumped to right center field by Stern. That is down for a base hit. Coming around third is Russell. He's going to try and score. He will. It's an RBI single. 4-0 Freebooters. Runners at the corners. One down for Ron Say. Singled and scored on the home run ball in the first inning. He's on fire. 1 for 1 today. Moyer's still tense. Change up down and in is inside, missing the corner. Ball 1. Change up at the knees, ripped hard and foul. Out in front, 1-1. Almost killed Ellis over there at third as it went right over his head. Change up and in, ripped hard and foul into the dugout of the Sirloins. 1-2. Cutter at the knees, grounded to short. This could be 2. Man to second, 1. 2 whistle to first. Double play, and that ends the inning. Freebooters, though, get a run in on the single there by the leadoff man. 4-0 to the third. Stubbs, Tabul, and Mann due up. That was Casper Stern driving in that run. Rookie Nomar Stubbs leading off. He's a free agent to start the series. Third baseman's locked in, hitting .312 on the year with a homer. 2 RBIs. Solid numbers for the backup third baseman. So he's getting the start for Bobby Bash, who is currently tense right now. He's in right away, lined up the first base line, past the diving Taters, base hit into the corner. This could be extras. Blanc gets the perfect arm throw, and that's going to hold the runner at first. Next up is going to be the 9-hitter, Chase Tabul, former Grapplers catcher. Hitting .194 in the air with an RBI. Oh, Taboulier? Okay, whatever. First pitch, Slayer active. Four-seamer up on the first pitch, chased out of play, 0-1. The ball hangs on the next pitch, ripped hard and foul, 0-2. Seamer away, pop foul out of play, still 0-2. Four-seamer middle in, blew it by him, strike 3, first punch out for McDowell. 1 down, here's Randy Mann, 0 for 1 today. Curveball up and away in the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Curveball inside, ripped to right field on the line. Blanc coming on, slides, makes the nice catch. 2 down, nice play, Ava. Almost underslid that one. 2 down, here's Reggie Smith, 0 for 1. Power's righty and high pitch active. Two-seamer down and away in the first pitch. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Four-seamer away. Low. 1-1. Ball down and in. Almost kneecaps him as he gets out of the way. 2-1. Two-seamer down and in. Low. 3-1. Good eye from Reggie. Four-seamer down. Low ball 4. Second walk for McDowell today. 2 on. 2 down. Here's Toot Whistle. 0-1 today.
Squinch, Toot Whistle.
Four-seamer up and in. High. Ball 1. Two-seamer up and in. Fouled off by Toot Whistle out of play. 1-1. Curveball up and away. Chase dumped to left center field. Shallow. Wilson racing in. He's not going to get there. It's down for a hit. Wilson's throw to third is going to be late. Runners at the corners. 4-1. Sirloins on the board. Dick Allen up next. He's 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. High and away. Ball 1. Ball down and in. Check swing strike called at the knees. 1-1. Two-seamer away. Chased and fouled back. 1-2 the count. Four-seamer up and in. Chased it high and inside strike 3. Second punch out for McDowell. That ends the inning. He gives up 1 on the 2-out knock by Toot Whistle. 4-1 to the bottom of the third. Gant, Blanc, and Taters do up part of the lineup here for the Freebooters. Gant leading off, singled in the first inning and then scored on the home run ball by Blanc. He's 1-for-1 today. Change it taken high, ball 1. Change it down and in, turned on, fouled off out of play, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, lined at the middle, diving Toot Whistle to her right, 1 down, nice play. Ava Blanc up next, 3-run bomb, her first time up, she's 1-for-1 today. Crushed the middle away, fastball over the right center stands. Strike in there away on the heater, 0-1. I think it was the same spot we homered on. Cutter down and in, line to left field, but hangs up right for Evergreen, 2 down. Base is empty for Taters, 0-for-1 with a pop out his first time up. 0-for-1 today. Heater low, ball 1. Change up and in is inside, 2-0. Change up's away, 3-0. Composed active for Moyer for the first time today. Heater inside, caught the corner, 3-1. Change up inside, ripped foul behind the plate, full count. Change up and in, ripped hard and foul into the Freebooters dugout. Almost killed somebody. Easy mash, that's our team there. Payoff pitch coming again. Change up and in, chased, chopped into the dugout again. Still full. Change up at the knees, dumped up the middle. Base hit for Taters as he'll drop it in left center. 2-out knock is his first hit today. He's 1-for-2. Keeps the inning alive here for Willie Wilson, 0-for-1. Lined out to third his first time up. Heater up and away, grounded under the glove of the pitcher to second. Toot Whistle flips in time to get Taters at the second, and that'll end the inning. To the fourth, it's 4-1. Gustafson, Evergreen, and Green do up against McDowell here in the fourth. I think Moyer's pitching on short rest because there's no way he should be at half stamina already in the fourth with max durable. Gustafson leading off, walked his first time up. Forcing him down in the way in the first pitch, line to short. Russell dives to his left, off his glove. Good effort by Bill, but he's not going to make the play 1/10. Leadoff knock for Gustafson. He's on with none down. Next up is Evergreen, who reached on an error her first time up as she grounded into what should have been a double play. She's 0-for-1. Two-seamer up and away in the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Pushing it down in the way. Line to second. Ellis leaps out of his reach into the gap right center. That's going to roll to the fence. Blanc giving chase, gets to it and gets it in. It's going to be a double. 2 on in scoring position, none down. Sirloins in business. Tying run at the plate is Sean Green, who's 0-for-1 and has RBI 0 active. Still looking for his first hit of the season. Forcing him down and in low. Ball 1. Also inside as well. Ball down and away, in the dirt, 2-0. Two-seamer down and in. Green grounds at the second. Ellis to his right backhands. Fires across the first. 1 down. RBI ground out for Green, though. His first RBI of the year. It's 4-2. Runner at third. 1 down for Stubbs. Singled his first time up. He's locked in. Curveball up and in on the first pitch. Inside. Ball 1. McDowell now tense. Heater up and away outside. 2-0. Two-seamer away. Up and away. Foul back over the screen. 2-1. Curveball middle in. Lined at the middle, base hit in the center. That's going to be a knock for Stubbs, driving in his first run of the game. It's 4-3. Runner's still only one out. Here's Tabuli, 0-1. Chase Tabuli. Nice. Two-seamer away in the first pitch. Lined at the middle, base hit, and Tabuli keeps it going. 2 on, 1 down. Here is the tying run at second. Go ahead, run it first for the Sirloins here in the fourth. Here's Randy Mann, 0-2 today. Four-seamer down in the way. Fouled off, ended at Sirloin's dugout. Almost killed a man, 0-1. Curveball down at the knees. Grounded up the first base line. Just foul, 0-2. Little hack still active. Two-seamer up and in. High and inside, 1-2. Four-seamer up. Chased, foul back, still 1-2. Curveball down in the way. Outside, 2-2. Four-seamer middle in, line to short. Russell backhands it on the hop, flips the second one. Ellis to first. Double play, you love to see it as that ends the inning. 2 in for the Sirloins, though, on RBI singles by Stubbs and a ground out by Green. Bottom 4, it's 4-3. Russell, Ellis, and Dempsey do up. Oh, yeah, it's not looking too good for Jack Lawai. He's not. He fell apart there in the fourth a little bit. I'll be lucky if we get him through 5 here. He's a shutdown fifth there in the 6. Russell up, 1-for-1 with a single. You threw it right down the middle, you bastard. You knew I was talking. 0-1. Caught the letters at the on the heater. 0-2. Change up at the knees. Russell fouls it off. 0-2. Cutter up and away. Pops it up to short. Easy catch for Mann. 1 down. Mark Ellis up next. 1-for-1 with a single. He's locked in now after singling last time up. Heater away on the changeup. Never mind, that's changeup. 0-1. Pass. That's low on the two-seamer. 1-1. Cutter up. 1 hopper to short. Backhanded by Mann. He'll make the play in time. 2 down. Both of them made outs at shortstop. Rick Dempsey up next, 0-for-1 with a pop out his first time up. Fastball up, line to right center field, and that is down in the gap for extra bases. Rick Dempsey has his first hit of the year. He's digging for second. Green has no arm. It is a 2-out double to keep the inning alive. Can we bring him home? Here's Stern. He singled 1 home last time up, 1-for-2. And then was erased on a double play ground out. Two-seamer in the dirt, ball 1. Cutter away, driven by Stern into the corner. Hit pretty well, but it's going to hang up there for Green, who makes the catch to end the inning. We'll strand 1 in scoring position to the 5th. It's 4-3. Part of the lineup coming up for the Sirloins: Smith, Toot, Whistle, and Allen. McDowell has a shutdown inning. He can maybe start the 6th. Reggie Smith leading off, 0-1 with a walk last time up. Two-seamer down in the way in the first pitch outside. Ball 1. Curveball down and in. Skied by Smith, hit well to right center field, carrying well. Wilson tracking. He's out of room at the wall, leaps, it's gone. And that is a tenderized fly ball into the seats for the Sirloins as they serve up that fine cut of meat. We're tied at 4. Reggie Smith's 3rd of the year. Brand new ball game. Here's Toot Whistle. RBI single last time up. She's 1-for-2. She started the scoring for the Sirloins. Heater inside on the first pitch. And that is absolutely murked. Back-to-back jacks for the Loins, as that is in the 3rd deck in right field. Toot Whistle just turns on a fastball and says, well, now we got the lead. 2nd of the year for Toot Whistle. It's 5-4. Didn't even hit 450, but it sounded good. Dick Allen up next, 0-for-2, as McDowell tense. Curveball down in the way in the first pitch. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Two-seamer up and away. Fouled off, out of play, 0-2. Four-seamer up and in. It's crushed deep to center field by Allen, and that is back-to-back-to-back jacks as the Sirloins extend the lead to 2. It is 6-4. 5th homer of the year for Dick Allen and his 20th RBI as well. Sirloins on top.
Designated hitter, number
Gustafsson up next, 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. And that is going to do it for McDowell today. He serves up 3 homers to start the 5th, and, well, he just pissed away the lead. He's given up 6 earned runs, 3 homers today, all solo shots. Gave up a total of 9 hits, 2 walks, and struck out 2 batters. Not a great look for you, Jack. 4+ innings. All right, going to need some length, boys. Going to go ahead and get it started here with Elaine Munstar, who's fully healed for the first time in a long time that I've gotten to play with her. Last time I pitched with her, she took a line drive to the face. 0-1 on the year, 6 ERA and a 2 whip for Munstar, 4 earned runs given up in 4 appearances, 6 innings pitched, 8 hits surrendered, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and a batting average against of .320. Yeah, 2 through 4 is insane for the Sirloins. They're really good power hitters. They're in the heart of the lineup. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it is, back to back to back. It's always going to be rough on the psyche. Let's see if Munstar can stop the bleeding. And Gustafsson also has a lot of pop here as well. Heater down low, ball 1, 1-0-1 on the gun. That doesn't scare Gustafsson. He's a fastball hitter. Curveball down. That's low, 2-0. 2-0 up and in. High, 3-0. And Munstar misses the zone again. Forcing him middle in. He was going for that quad piece, but it's fouled off. 3-1. Curveball down. Grounded to short, right at Russell. Easy play for Bill. 1 down. There's plenty of game left, that is true. It's not over yet. We're only halfway there. Evergreen up next, 1 for 2 with a double. Forcing Romero up. Strike called at the letters, 0-1, and there goes first pitch prayer, so Evergreen back to her full confidence. You see her down and in, chopped to the mound. Munstar to her right. Fires off to first, 2 down. Base empty for Sean Green, 0 for 2. RBI ground out last time up there for Green, his first RBI of the year. Still looking for his first hit, though. First pitch curveball up and away. Strike call that hung. Thank God he didn't swing, 0-1. You see him down and in. Lined up the third base line. Say dives, cuts it off on a hop. Nice play, Ron. Across in time. That ends the inning as Munstar strands the... slams the door, but 3 straight homers to start the inning. Reggie Smith, squinch toot whistle. Dick Allen, back to back to back. Sirloins take the lead and kick McDowell out of the game. Bottom 5, we're halfway home here. Ron Say leading off, 1 for 2 with a single. Lined out last time up. Cutter away, outside from Moyer, ball 1. He's back to neutral. Peter in there, down the middle, 1-1. Cutter down and in, Say skies it to left center. That's going to be an easy play. In on it is Smith, 1 down. Next up is Ron Gant, 1 for 2 with a single today. Cutter up, taken high, ball 1. Gant flew out last time up. Change up way out, way outside, 2-0. Whiffed high, we're over-aggressive, 2-1. Change it down and then ripped hard to left field. Base hit for Gant. His second hit today. He's 2 for 3. Gant finally above the Mendoza line with that hit. Ava Blanc up next. 1 for 2 today. 3-run bomb back in the first. Flew out last time up. And Jamie Moyer is getting a quick hook here from the Sirloins. Coming out of the bullpen. Rookie long reliever Sergio Slider from the Sandcats. He has Wild Thing and the elite slider trait. Hence his last name. Rookie 31-year-old long reliever coming out of the bullpen. He has an 0-3 record, a 7.20 ERA, and a 187 whip. 15 runs given up, 12 earned in 7 appearances, 15 innings pitched. He's given up 1 run every inning, 21 hits surrendered, 16 strikeouts, 7 walks, a wild pitch, 3 homers, 3 hit batsmen, and a batting average against the .318. Wow. Okay, Sergio, it's all you, brother. Oh, you just pitched with him today. Ah, what a coincidence. Here he is again. First man out of the bullpen today for the Sirloins is he's going to look to earn the victory here. If he gets through this inning, he is the one who will be qualified for the win, not Jamie Moyer. As Moyer only goes 4 1/3, gives up 9 hits, no walks, and 4 earned runs so far. Runner at first, his responsibility. Change it down and in is inside, low, ball 1. Change it up and way outside. 2-0 the count to Blanc. Pick off to first, back safely. High-hanging slider. I should have ripped it. 2-1. Fastball down, ripped late. 2-2. Fastball away, hit up the third base line, backhanded by Stubbs. The second one, toot whistle to first in the dirt. Nice try by Allen, but it's late. Fielder's choice, 2 down. Here's Taters, 1 for 2 with a single, still tense. Yeah, well, thankfully I had the Sawteeth series first, and he was the first pitcher they brought out of the bullpen in the Sandcats when we played them the first season. Ironically, I remember a lot of these guys off the top of my head now, unless it's like one guy I've never seen before. I think with almost all the new players, I can tell you where they're from now. Lots of practice, and it helps if you run 3 series at the same time. You run into the same guys. All right, Mash, keep it going. Change it down and then rip to the gap right center field. That'll be possibly extra bases for the slow-footed Taters. As we know, he doesn't run very well. Coming around third is going to be Gant. He's going to try it. Here's the relay throw from Toot Whistle. Ooh, oh, that's blocked. Thank God. Gant would have scored much easier than that. RBI double for Taters at 6-5. That run is charged to Slider. Willie Wilson up next, 0 for 2. I could play the trigger boards. You're right. I didn't know you made any. I might take a crack at it one time. Slider trying to strand the tying run at second. That's outside to Wilson. Ball 1. Always scared of that first pitch slayer. I don't think I've ever seen a first pitch strike with Wilson. I think maybe like twice in all of his at-bats I've played with him. They're almost always out of the zone. I would. Oh, sweet. I might give him a shot. 2-0 the count. Right down the middle on the changeup, but fouled off. I was looking Slider. 2-1. Slider chased outside. Motherfucker. 2-2. Slider up and away. Dumped by Wilson down the line. Just foul. We'll stay at 2-2. Taters is going to need an extra base hit because he can't run, so please. Fastball inside. Ripped foul. 2-2. Slider starting to tire. Chase the changeup up, back to the mound. Slider looks at third, but says, you know what, let's just take first. That ends the inning, but Taters' RBI double makes it 6-5 to the 6th. Stubbs, Tabule, and Mann do up against Munstar in her second inning of work. Stubbs leading off, 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. He singled in a run last time up as the rookie's hitting well today. Keeping that locked-in mojo going in his favor. Heater up and away in the first pitch. Aggressive rip there by Stubbs to the gap. Wilson dives and cuts it off. Third single today for Stubbs. The rookie is 3 for 3. He is ripping. And all because Bobby Bash is tense, Stubbs is getting this opportunity. Tabuli up next, 1 for 2 with a single last time up. First pitch Slayer active. Curveball down in the way. In the dirt. Good block by Dempsey. Ball 1. No threat to run over at first base in Stubbs. Plus Dempsey has the better arm of our catchers, so Heater in the dirt. 2-0. Two-seamer up and away. That's a strike. 2-1. Four-seamer up and in. Fouled off. 2-2. Two-seamer up and away. Swung through it. Strike 3. First punch up for Munstar. 1 down. Pitching the lane.
Number 69, Randy Mann.
Hey, thanks. All I see are 3 asterisks, so. Hopefully the link will be there. Randy Mann up. I think Randy has 1 hit today. Curveball down and then is inside. Almost kneecapped his ass. Ball 1. Might have walked him. Heater down. Blew it by him. 1-1. Bad rip. Two-seamer up and away. Whiffed high. 1-2. Munstar just rearing back and pumping the gas. Four-seamer down and away. Just low. 2-2. No flinch there from Randy, though. Two-seamer up and in. Chased it. Strike 3. Back-to-back case for Munstar. She keeps pumping gas. 2 down. Next up, Reggie Smith. Solo homer last time up to tie the game at 4. He got that momentum going. 1 for 2. He's also walked today. Curveball down in the way in the first pitch. Strike called at the knees. 0-1. Nice pitch. Curveball at the knees again. Chopped up the middle. Ellis dives to his right. Cuts it off. Gets up and fires to first. In time to get Reggie Smith. Nice play. And that ends the inning. Bottom 6 at 6-5. Russell, Ellis, and Dempsey do up. Russell leading off, 1 for 2 with a single today. Currently tense. Lined out last time up. Slider in there, right down the middle, 0-1. Pretty sure Wild Thing was on there. Slider down in the dirt, 0-2. Bad chase from Russell. Fastball up and in, jams him, popped the second. Toot whistle makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, Mark Ellis, 1 for 2 with a single today.
Number 14, Mark
Heater down and away low, ball 1. Slider up, driven by Ellis to right field. Hit pretty well, Mark, but right to green, 2 down. Good rip, good rip. Dempsey up next, doubled last time up. He's 1 for 2, now hitting a paltry 1 for 10 on the year. I don't expect much out of Rick. Give me a hit every once in a while, I'll take it. Slider up and in, taken high, ball 1. Little inside as well. Fastball up, check swings. Never got around on it, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, line foul by Dempsey, out of play, 1-2. Gotta be quicker than that. Fastball up, popped up, shallow center. Tough play, coming in Smith. Toot whistle out. Smith calls it off, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for... what's his name? Slider to the 7th. It's 6-5 still. Hard lineup up, Toot whistle, Allen and Gustafson. Munster.
Second baseman, number 5, Squinch Toot Whistle.
I was trying to say Munster entering her 3rd inning of work as I pulled the mic cable out of the controller and almost dropped it. Toot whistle homered last at bat. She's 2 for 3 today. Fastball down and away low, ball 1. She's driven in 2 runs today. Ball down and in the dirt, 2-0. You see him up and in, high and inside, 3-0. Forcing me down and away, outside ball 4. First walk today for Munster, 3rd today for our pitching staff. Next up, Dick Allen, who homered last time up. Solo homer earlier. You see me down and away in the first pitch, strike called, 0-1, nice pitch. That was left down the middle, and that is long gone. That is a big bomb and a tenderized fastball for Dick Allen, his 2nd homer of the game. That was not where that was supposed to be. 6th of the year for Allen, 2nd of the game. It's 8-5. Gustafson up next, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Well, that's what happens when you play with fire. If you don't have a lot of accuracy, you're eventually going to get burned. Curveball down in the way. Strike called to Gustafson, 0-1. Heater down. That's where that last one was supposed to be. Single to right for Gustafson. On with none down. He almost got thrown out by Blanc. Evergreen up next, 1 for 3 with a double. Probably be Munster's last batter here. Heater up and away. Strike called on the check, 0-1. You see him up and in. Way high and in, 1-1. Curveball down in the way. Strike called, 1-2. Nice pitch. Forcing me down and in. Chopped in front of the plate. Dempsey picks it up. No play at second. Will go to first. 1 down. Dempsey might have had the arm for that, but I'm not taking any chances since we're already down 3. Green up next, 0 for 3 with an RBI ground out today. RBI 0 active for the 3rd time today for Green. Curveball away in the first pitch. Fouled back, 0-1. Forcing her down. Grounded to 3rd, right at say. He'll look the runner back, fire to 1st, 2 down. Stubbs up next, 3 for 3 day for the rookie. He's singled 3 times and driven in a run. Still locked in. You see him away in the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Heater up and in, inside, 2-0. Curveball away, floats in there, 2-1. You see me down and in. Check swing low. Good eye by Stubbs. 3-1. Heater up. Foul back. Full count. Runner off with the pitch there. Oh, no, wait. He's at 2nd. Never mind. No stealing coming. You see me down in the way. Low, ball 4. 2nd walk of the inning for Munster, and that's going to do it for her today as she'll go 2 2/3 in relief of McDowell, giving up 2 earned runs so far on that home run to Dick Allen. Still in line for the 2 runners on base. Tabuli up next. He's already got 1 hit today. Looking for his 2nd. Trying to keep it a 3-run game. We're going to give it... You know what? Shit. Yeah, we got to give it to him. Come on, Hayes, get in here. Mazo Hayes out of the bullpen. 2.00, 0.60 ERA and an 0.93 whip. Our most consistent reliever so far this year. 1 earned run given up, 8 appearances, 1 save, 15 innings. He's pitched more than Gripowski, our long reliever. 10 hits given up, 4 walks, and 19 strikeouts. Holy shit, Hayes. Reverse splits is broken. 182 batting average against, trying to strand the inherited 2 runners. First pitch Slayer active for Tabule. Slide it down and away. Low, ball 1. Seamer up and in. Grounded in to hold a second. That is a seeing eye single past the diving Ellis. Base hit. Runner coming around. Thought about home. It's going to hold. Base is loaded. 2 down. Top of the lineup. Here's Randy Mann. 0 for 4 today. Still tense. Old teammates squaring off as both Hayes and Mann are from the Hot Corners organization. Reverse splits is active for Hayes here. Curveball up and away in the first pitch. Strike called at the letters. 0-1. That was a friendly call from the umpire. Change up and in. Dump to right field. That is a base hit for Randy Mann. Blanc knocks it down slowly, but it's going to be a 2-run single. It is 10-5 as those runners are charged to Munstar. Smith up next, 1 for 3 with a solo homer and a walk today. Still tense. Curveball up and away. That's a high pitch. Thank God he missed it. 0-1. Forcing me down and in. Low 1-1. Slider down and away. Rocketed by Smith, and that is his second homer of the game. Another tenderized fast breaking ball this time. It's gone. They have busted it open. It is 13-5. All those runs are charged to Hayes. 4th of the year for Smith.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 5, Squinch.
Called it with emotes. You did. And they batted around. Here's Toot Whistle. Heater down and in is low. Ball 1. Curveball away. Outside. 2-0. Heater up and in. Blew it by her. 2-1. Slider down and in. Fouled off. 2-2 into the dugout. Change it down and away. Hit in the hole to short. Another base hit. That's going to keep it going. Here's Dick Allen. He homered earlier in the inning, driving in 2. He's hit 2 homers today, driving in 3. Will he go for the 3-fecta? Let's find out. Give him a fastball. Why not? Sign stealer. Of course he has that too. Strike called. 0-1. Curveball up and away. Strike called. 0-2. Slider hangs. Missed it. Popped it up to right field. Blanc is there. Back medium deep. Puts it away. 7 runs in for the Sirloins here in the inning. 13-5 to the bottom of the 7th. It's pretty much over. Stearns saying Gant top lineup up against Slider. Games like this at 90, it's the exact reason you won the division with a negative 40 run differential. That makes me feel a little bit better, thank you. Stern up 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. Facing Slider, who's going into his 3rd inning of work. Slider away, inside, misses, ball 1. That's outside on the change, 2-0. Fastball at the knees, blew it by him, 2-1, a little late. Outside on the change-up, 3-1. Slider middle in, lined in, low and in. Fuck, there's the stutter. Line to center, easy catch for Smith, 1 down. Say up next, he's still locked in, 1 for 3 with a single today. Change him up and in, foul back, 0-1. Fastball middle in, blew it by him, 0-2. Fastball up, hit up the middle to second, diving Toot Whistle to her right. Makes play to first, 2 down, nice play. Base is empty for Ron Gant, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Trying to get something started. Slider down in the way, caught the knees. Good pitch from Slider, 0-1. He's pitching well. Change up inside, ripped hard, 0-2. Fastball away is chased, fouled back, 0-2. Gant stays alive. Slider up and away, 1 hopper to second. Toot Whistle makes the play, 1-2-3 inning, 4. And Gant gets hurt. You motherfucker. To the 8th, it's 13-5. Gustafsson, Evergreen, and Green due up. Well, if one boy was here, welcome to the shit show, everybody. Y'all know what time it is.
Number 23, Gustafsson.
Gustafsson 2 for 3 today, 2 singles and a walk. How bad is it? Tweaked his groin. Way to go, Gant. Gotta go ahead and sub in Giambi because he's stimulated. He can go ahead and play left field. I don't really care. I'm not going to waste Hayes anymore because this game is basically over. So we're going to go ahead and sub him off as well. We are going to bring in Chad Bradford. Bradford on the year, no record, a 10.38 ERA and a 1.85 WHIP. 5 earned runs given up in 3 appearances, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 7 hits surrendered, 1 walk, no strikeouts, no homers, nothing else. 389 batting average against.
Now pitching, Chad Bradford.
Four-seamer down on the first pitch. Chopped up the middle to short. Russell dives. Knocked it down, but it's an infield single for Goose Dobson. His third single today. Evergreen up next, 1-for-4 with the double. Two-seamer down and in is low. Ball 1. Heater down and in. Line to second. Easy catch for Russell. Ellis, 1 down. Fuck, wrong guy. Green up next, 0-for-4. RBI ground out earlier today. Ball down, in the dirt, ball 1. Change up and away. Strike called, 1-1. Two-seamer down and away. Low and outside, 2-1. Four-seamer up and in. High, 3-1. Good take from Green. Good discipline. Change it down. Low ball 4. Fourth walk today for us. Stubbs up next, 3-for-3 today. Walked last time up. He's singled 3 times and driven in a run. Still locked in. Ball down and in on the first pitch. Whiffed on it. Big cut. 0-1. Four-seamer down on the way. Low. 1-1. Two-seamer up and in. Check swing strike. 1-2. Whiffer active here for Stubbs. First time today. Change it down on the way. Fouled off. Still 1-2. Four-seamer up and away. Whiffed on it, strike 3. First punch up for Bradford on the year. 2 down. There's Tabule. 2-for-4 with 2 singles. Tabule. Two-seamer down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Ball down and away. Outside. 1-1. Four-seamer up and in. Whiffed on it. 1-2. Change up inside. Almost hits him. He got out of the way. 2-2. Not like it would have hurt. Bradford barely gets above 80 on the changeup. Two-seamer down and away. Hit up the first base line. Fair ball. And that's into the corner. 1 run's going to come in on the single here by Tabuli. It is 14-5, and he'll make it a double. Man up next, 1-for-5. Single with 2 RBIs last time up. Fair ball away on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Bradford still tense. Change up and in. High and inside. 1-1. Heater up and in. Inside. 2-1. Two-seamer up and away. Line to third. Say dives. Nice snag, and that ends the inning. 1 in for the double by Tabuli. 14-5 to the bottom of the 8th. Blanc, Taters, and Wilson do up. There's David Blanc, 1-for-3. 3-run bomb earlier in the game. That was back in the first inning. Slam is coming in to play shortstop here, so he'll take over for Randy Mann as he's a better fielder despite being tense. The shortstop's his actual position. Change up in there at the knees, 0-1. Slider in, middle in, crushed by Blanc to right center, cutting away from the center fielder Smith. That's a 1-hopper to the fence. Digging for second, she'll be in with a leadoff double as that's her second hit today. Nice hit, Ava. Next up, Mashed Taters, 2-for-3 today. Doubled in a run last time up. He's also singled. Still tense, though. Heater down on the way. Fouled off late. 0-1. Change it down on the way out in front. 0-2. Fastball away. Line to left. That's a base hit for Taters. His third hit today. He's 3-for-4. 2 runners at the corners. None down. Taters back to neutral mojo. That's going to bring up Willie Wilson. 0-for-3 today. First pitch Slayer active for Willie. Slider away, whiffed through it, 0-1. Change it down, out in front, 0-2. Slider up, chased, lined up the middle for toot whistle, 1 down. Runners at the corners. Here's Bill Russell, will pinch hit for him. He'll finish the day 1-for-3 with a single. He also made an error in the field. Rodney Park will pinch hit and he'll play shortstop next inning. Park signed at the end of last episode, has played 1 game here in the series. He went 3-for-5 in his debut, batting .600 on the year. Can the former Sandcat player deliver his first RBI of the year? Fastball up, line foul. Ironically facing his old teammate, Slider. Fastball middle in, line to right center field, and Park's going to get the best of him. He'll deliver his first RBI of the season, and it gets by Reggie Smith all the way to the fence. The only good news is Mashed Taters is the lead runner, so he's not going to score. RBI double for Park. It's 14-6. Mark Ellis up next, 1-for-3 with a single. Slider staying out there. That's low on the breaking ball. Ball 1. Slider middle in. Ellis drives it deep right center field. That should be deep enough to get Taters home. Caught by Green. Throw coming into third. Not even close to Rodney. Sack fly. It's 14-7. Rick Dempsey up next. 1 for 3 with a double earlier. Looking for his first RBI of the year. Slider away. Fouled off late. 0-1. Can the Sheriff deliver? Fastball up and in. Lined at the middle. Caught by Slamus, and that ends the inning. 2 runs in for the Freebooters, though. It's 14-7 to the 9th. Hard to line up again. Smith, Toot, Whistle, and Allen. Looking to basically add on and just punch us into submission. Reggie Smith 2 for 4 today. He's homered twice, driving in 4. He's also walked. Rodney Park stays in at shortstop after pinch hitting last inning. Four-seamer at the knees. Strike called. 0-1. Change it down and in. Check swing inside. 1-1. Two-seamer down and away. Low. 2-1. Four-seamer down and away. Grounded to first. Tater's there. Cuts it off on the backhand. Makes the play to first himself. 1 down. Toot Whistle up next. 3 for 4 today. Solo homer earlier. 2 singles. 1 of which driven in a run, and she walked today. Curveball down and in on the first pitch. Low. Ball 1. Two-seamer up and away. Check swing strike. 1-1. Four-seamer down and away. Low. 2-1. Good eye. Change up and in. Inside. 3-1. Two-seamer up. Taking high. Ball 4. Second walk for Bradford. 5th today for the pitching staff. Runner at first. 1 down for Dick Allen. Homered last time up. He's driven in 3 runs today. 2 for 5. Two-seamer down and in on the first pitch. Strike called. 0-1. Four-seamer down and away. Fouled off. 0-2. Curveball down and away. Check swing in the dirt. Good hold. 1-2. Change up and in. Chased it high. Fouled back. Out of play. Still 1-2 as he stays alive. Four-seamer down. Chopped in the hole to third. Past the diving Say. Base hit. 2 on 1 down in the inning for the Sirloins as they look to get those runners back. Here comes Gustafsson. 3 for 4. 3 singles today with a walk. RBI 0 active. Changeup hangs. It don't matter if you have RBI 0 or not. You put one down the middle, it's going to be tenderized. That's a home run for Gustafsson. That busts it open. Now 17-7. 10-run lead. 3rd of the year for Gustafsson. Here's Evergreen. 1 for 5 with a double. All right, well, this game's over. Let's go ahead and bring in... Hey, Velarde. Come out here and pitch. The utility infielder Randy Velarde will make his pitching debut as we're down 10. He throws a fastball and a curveball. That's something new. In the dirt. Ball 1. Curveball away. Floats outside. 2-0. Peter down and in inside. 3-0. Peter up. Strike called. 3-1. Fastball down and in. Line to second, right at Ellis. 2 down. Base is empty for Sean Green. 0 for 4. Walk last time up. He's also driven in a run on a ground out. Still looking for his first hit of the year. Curveball down and in. Strike called. 0-1. Nice pitch. Curveball up and away. Way high and outside. 1-1. Four-seamer down and away. Outside on the check. 2-1. Four-seamer up. Green skies it down the left field line. Giambi tracking it into foul territory in the corner. Will get there, and that ends the inning as Velarde shuts the door. He's retiring the 2 batters he faces. Bottom 9, it's 17-7 after the 3-run homer by Gustafsson, as every hitter in the 2 through 5 slots in the Sirloins lineup has at least 1 home run today. We're down 10 in the bottom of the 9th. Stearns, Say, and Giambi do up. Stern leading off 1 for 4, RBI single earlier in the game. Slider entering his 5th inning of work out of the bullpen, trying to get the 5-inning victory. Slider down in the way, strike called. 0-1. That's low. 1-1. Slider up and away, hit hard to first, right at Dick Allen. 1 down. Next up, Ron Say, 1 for 4 with a single today. Slider up, strike called. 0-1. Chased it outside on the slider. 0-2. Fastball up, line to left center. That is down in front of Evergreen for a base hit. Say's second hit today. He's 2 for 5. Next up is Jason Giambi with his first at bat of the game. He's 10th, but juiced. Came in for the injured Gant 2 innings ago, batting 122, 2 homers, 5 RBIs in the air, and that'll do it for Sergio Slider. He goes 4 1/3 innings in relief of the starter Jamie Moyer, in line for the victory. Coming out of the bullpen to close the door, his teammate Ice Vayner, the closer. Why are you bringing him in a 10-run game? Isn't that overkill? Oh well. Vayner on the air. We'll take a quick peek. 1-1 record, a 6.23 ERA, and a 2.77 WHIP. 9 runs given up, 6 earned in 11 appearances, 8 2/3 innings pitched. He has no saves on the year, 18 hits surrendered, 6 walks, 1 homer, 9 strikeouts, and a batting average against a 4.09. Not surprising he has no saves considering they're a 5-10 team, but they're kicking our ass, so what do I know? Slider in the dirt. Thought about it, we'll hold it first. Huh. Chased it in the dirt. Fastball down and in. Giambi drives it deep left center field. Did he get enough of it? Caught by Smith off the fence on the ricochet. Giambi gets in there sliding safely on the double. Second and third, 1 down. Here's Blanc. Doubled last time up. She also has a 3-run homer today. 2 for 4. Fastball down and in. Line to right center. That's down for a base hit. And it gets under Smith's glove all the way to the fence. That'll be extra bases for Blanc. Her second double of the game, driving in 2. It is 17-9. She's at 5 RBIs today. Good hitting day for Blanc. Next up, Taters, 3 for 4 today. He's doubled in a run and singled twice. Back to Nutrimocho finally as Vayner tense. Slider in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball down in the way, whiff late, 1-1. Taters a little late on the swing there. Fastball down and then fouled back, 1-2. Slider down, chop foul. We'll do it again. Still 1-2. Slider down, pulled on the ground to first. Allen takes it himself. 2 down. Blanc to third on the play, and that'll bring up Willie Wilson as the last chance. He's 0 for 4. Not like we're probably not gonna play, so Kimmy Smoke can have this at bat. Ball towel. She's 10, hitting 233 on the year. Fastball away on the first pitch, dumped to left center, shallow. Over the diving Slamus, but Evergreen makes the catch to end the game. Freebooters lose 17-9, your final score today. It's a good offensive day for us. Unfortunately, our pitching got absolutely killed as the Sirloins lived up to their potential and smacked multiple home runs today. How many? Well, let's take a look. They ended up finishing with 6 home runs today. Everybody from 3 through 6 in the lineup ended up with at least 1 home run. Or sorry, 2 through 5. 2 through 5. I forgot Slamus came on late. 2 RBI single for Randy Mann. Reggie Smith had 2 home runs today. He drove in 3 on 1 and also had a solo shot. Toot Whistle had a solo homer and an RBI single. Dick Allen had 2 homers today, 1 solo shot, 1 2-run bomb. Gustavson had a 3-run homer. Green an RBI groundout. Stubbs an RBI single, and Tabuli an RBI double. For us, hitless today were Wilson and Smoke. RBIs today, Casper Stern had an RBI single. Ava Blanc had 5 RBIs today. She had a 3-run homer and a 2-run double. Mash Taters had an RBI double. Rodney Park had a pinch hit RBI double. And Mark Ellis had an RBI single as well. Not bad. Could have been better, though. We could have won. Moyer 4 1/3. He gets a no decision. 9 hits, 4 runs, a homer. Sergio Slider, victory out of the bullpen. First career victory for the rookie long reliever. 5 hits given up in 4 innings with 4 earned runs. And Ice Vayner, 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits given up, 1 earned run. For us, Jack McDowell, 4 innings in the start. He gives up 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 homers, 4+ innings. He falls to 1-2 on the year. Lane Munstar, 2 2/3 out of the bullpen, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, a home run. Mazo Hayes, 1/3 of an inning, giving up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, and a homer. Chad Bradford, an inning and a third, gives up 4 hits, 4 earned runs, 2 walks, a homer, and a strikeout. And Randy Velarde, the pitch position player, comes in for 2/3 of an inning. He gives up nothing. Ava Blanc, player of the game, with their 5 RBI day, followed by Gustavson with his 3-run homer, and Reggie Smith with his multi-home run game. I honestly would have had him and Dick Allen on this above Gustavson, but that's how I feel. All right, that was a loss. That was a loss, all right. As we fall to 6-11 on the year, or sorry, 6-10. We're at 6-10 now on the year. Sirloins improved to 6-10. Alright, we need to take a look. We're a quarter of the way through the season now. We need to pay closer attention to these roster moves because it's looking like it's not going to be a good year for us. I've taken the last coin of Stelch. Who's going to restock it? Let's do Randy. Why not? I'm probably not even going to keep him on the whole season with how we're going. Ellis gets new contacts. +8. Love it. Alright. Okay, that's a free agent guy. Ron Say loses 2 arm. That's not great. No roster moves, though. Okay. Alright, well, we'll take a look. Let's sim up to the next game first here real quick. We're going to be doing some simulating here to end the episode, as well as going through player development. Sim through all that. We're still in last. So let's play the Sirloins again here. We'll see how that goes. Let's look at player development real quick. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and look at possible free agent moves. Alright, so for catcher, obviously Gene Tenance is really the only good, decent option out there besides Aoshima. I don't really want to get rid of either of our catchers right now, so we'll stick with what we got so far. Moving to first base, Tony Perez would be an interesting signing, but I like Mashed Taters and Jason Giambi, so I'm not going to make that move on him. Seb Swolson is maybe down the line if we still aren't winning. Steve Sachs, I'm not ready to replace Mark Ellis. He's actually hitting pretty well this year, so I'm not looking to get rid of him at the current moment. What else we got? We have Juice Jackson. He'd be an interesting signing over Ron Say, but $15 million is something I could afford it, yes, but I'm not going to. Hito Moonshada, 11.5. That's still a little expensive. Moving to shortstop, Barry Larkin at 10.4. We're not looking to sign him now. Orlando Cabrera, we're not interested in signing him at the current moment either. Although we could sign him for Bill Russell with how Russell's playing right now. He's just not, you know, contributing. And it would save us some money as well. Comparing the players, Cabrera's the better fielder and has better power. Better contact, better speed slightly to Russell, and he has a much better arm as well. He has actually the maxed out arm there at shortstop, which is nice, but if he doesn't field the ball to begin with, what good is it, you know? Kind of like a glass cannon situation there. Moving down the list into the left field category here, we have Buck Swiner at 7.4. Still a little expensive for a B-. I don't think we're going to be making any roster moves at this moment based on this. Might be at the third way portion of the season. Maybe next episode is when we'll start really cleaning house, because right now we can't really afford a lot of these salaries for the overall that these players are. Yoshida needs to get under 10 million, and then we'll discuss. Bonason we're probably not going to sign. Noah Kaiser, he'd be an interesting addition. I would definitely cut Randy Johnson for him. Yolanda Cooper, yeah, she's getting there. What else we got? We got Dave Steve out there, nice. Roberto Rick Sutcliffe out there, 6'6", still a little expensive for a B-. C+ for Veterano now, he's 6'9", that's way too expensive for him. Let's see, Taylor McWhale's at 10.3, Broseph there, Archie Alonso's at 6.5. I would sign him for 5.5, really. Jeff Shaw's getting closer, Benson Rushmore. Yeah, I'm not ready to make any roster moves at this moment. No one's, like, really low enough for me to sign them, you know, for that, what overall they are right now. So, no roster moves. We can look at player development now. So, we have this one for Johnson and this one for Durbin Holmes available. Okay. We will be able to afford both of them, and the next available one is this one for Say, which we'll also be able to afford, and then it'll be, that's a dumb one, and then this one for Wilson, which is nice. Definitely could use the extra contact, and then it'll be this one for Smoke. Okay, so we can afford these, so let's do Johnson first. 1 accuracy, 1 velocity, gets the 3 accuracy bonuses. No, he doesn't. Okay, good. Is he going to get the changeup? Yes, he will. Extra breaking pitch for Johnson. So you got the changeup that we desperately need for him. Durbin Holmes going for the clutch. 2 accuracy to 66. Does not get the bonus 5. Going for the clutch trait. Does not get it either on the 15% roll. Looking for a fork ball. Does not get it either. So bad rolls for Durbin all around. And we'll grab this after next game. Okay. Alright, we'll set the lineup here real quick. We're going to sim this game here. The second game against the Sirloins. How do we do? goes into the extras, and we win in 19 innings 5-4, but everybody's going to be fucking gassed. 7-10 now on the year. My God. All right, and Babe Ruth. Oh, shit. Babe Ruth is on the platypi. No wonder they're winning. Holy shit, bro. Oh, no. All right, looking around the league. No roster moves yet, it looks like. So far, everybody's staying put. Oh, we have a roster move. Mike Bordick is cut by the Beewolves as Hito Moonshada is signed to play third base for him. They gave him the $11.5 million contract, and they got rid of a former Oriole and Toronto Blue Jay in Mike Bordick. Okay. Well, Randy Johnson +5 fielding. Well, he's a pitcher. Doesn't make damn lick a difference to me. Alright, so now I know for Kaiser that if he gets to 11.5, someone might sign him for that, which is worrying. So we might need to sign him sooner rather than later. We'll see. Alright, sim these games real quick. Thankfully, no manager moments to deal with on that one. Player development. Okay. Ooh, that's a good one for Blanc. Volatile. Never had it on a fielder before. That means strikeouts are going to be extra dangerous. Alright, so we have this one for Say. Let's see what he's going to get. 1 speed to 56, 1 fielding to 94, 1 arm to 92. Does not get the bonus 3 speed on the 25% roll. Does not get the bonus 3 fielding on a 25% roll, going for the 15% sign stealer chance. Doesn't get that either. So the bare minimum for Say on this one. Alright, next up is going to be this one for Willie Wilson. Alright, set the lineup here for this game against the Grapplers as everybody's freaking gassed. Alright, so the only person not resting are Stern and Gant. Gant played injured? Oh, shit. Are you serious? Damn it. Okay. Danny Deal's on the mound here against Cecil Sawyer and the Grapplers, who are in last place in their division at 5-12. This isn't really an interesting matchup, so we're just going to sim this. Freebooters hold on to win 4-1, and that's back-to-back victories for us. We're at 8-10 now, keeping pace with the Herbisaurs and the Hot Corners. All right, media, who do you think put the eye in team today, Stern or Say? I don't even think Say played, so it's got to be Stern. Sim to the next game here, 1 game to sim. Heaters blow out the Overdogs 11-0. Okay. All right, so the Buzzards game is up next. This was the one I wanted to play next because the Buzzards are actually decent at 10-8 right now. They're looking pretty good. So I'm going to look at their roster real quick and cheat it a bit to see if this is going to be an interesting game for us or not to watch. Where are the Buzzards here? Change team. So they have DeGrande, Hankey, Carlos Delgado, okay, Bustum, Kaufman, Rip Dengers, Fielder, John Renero, hey, Stan Alive, Vil Bukerlig, Ham Colliner, Tim Salmon, okay, Marlon Bird, Maurice Brick, Donk O, who we're going to be facing, Angel Verde, Thrash Allmeyer, Sal Slinger, okay, Jeffrey Jenkins, Maculo Spectaculo, oof, BH4, and Bruce Suter, former Cardinal closer, Hall of Famer, was the proprietor of the forkball, bringing it back into prominence. All right, looking around the league, any roster moves? No roster moves here. Okay. So there are options for us in the free agent pool. Are we going to sign anybody here real quick? Let's take a look one more time. So tenants you can sign right now. I'm probably not going to. Hatterberg up to a C-. Good for him. Tony Perez at 9.4. You could sign him for that. That's a decent contract. Swolson still too expensive. Steve Sachs too expensive. Juice Jackson, I wouldn't go after him right now at 14.9. That's a little much. Bad Out Brown at 4.5. Nah. Larkin at 10.3. Yeah, you could sign him for that, I guess. Cabrera at 4.7. Could sign him to replace Bill Russell. It would definitely give us an actual backup middle infielder. Buck Swiner at 7-1, still too expensive. Rosie Hardman at 6-7 is too expensive as well. What do we got else out here? We got Dano Yoshida at 10-3, still too expensive. Poke Foster at 4-5. Von Asen. Kaiser at 11-6, still expensive. Cooper at 10-2. Sutcliffe at 6-2. He's actually coming down reasonably. Same with Veterano. McWhale's at 9-9. 6-4 for Alonzo. Yeah, it's going to be a while before anybody's like even remotely interesting in signing for me money-wise. So, player development, what do we got? Okay, 2 games, 5 games. Ooh, Magic Hands. Okay, you definitely need the fielding out there, Ron. Sorry, we're getting that one for Wilson. This is a dumb one for Gagne. 8 games for this one on Taters. Kimmy Smoke, available in 2 games. Okay. Ooh, she could use Cannon on. That would be nice. But yeah, so this one for Willie is what we're going to buy. 3 contact to 69. Heh, nice. This does get the bonus 3, so he's going up to 72. So it's plus 6 total. No stealer, though, which is fine. Wilson already has elite speed, so I'm fine with that. But now he's a little bit better contact hitter, so hopefully he'll get on base more. All right, we'll set the lineup here, call it a day. All right, so the pitching lineup for matchup for this game against the Buzzards, it'll be Donk O on the mound, the former Jacks second pitcher. Southpaw 1 and 2, 4.91 ERA and a 1.09 WHIP. He also has Metalhead, which is 50. He's at a medium boost with a 50% chance that if he's hit in the face with a pitch on a line drive, he will automatically be healed and not suffer an injury. If it's max boost, I believe it's 75% chance. And on the mound for us, former Wild Pigs hurler Durbin Holmes, 2-1 with a 2.74 ERA and a 1.22 WHIP. Lineup we'll use for that game, it'll be Velarde leading off at DH, Say in at third base, Giambi in left locked in, Taters at first, Blanc in right, Wilson in center tense, Ellis at second base tense, Rodney Park in at shortstop, and Rick Dempsey behind the plate. Alright, and that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Decently long one here today. We got the crap kicked out of us once again when I was in control of the team. We'll recap the episode for you. So we started off the episode, we lost the game against the Sirloins 17-9 as we gave up a lot of home runs, 6 to be exact, to their offense. Then in the simulation, we won in 19 innings against them 5-4, and then won against the Grapplers easily 4-1. So we finished the episode 2-1. We're now 8-10 on the year, tied for third place in the division, but technically still in last due to run differential. We're not that far off the leaders here in the division. We're only a game back. It's a very weak division here to start. Can we bounce back next time against the Buzzards? We'll tune in to find out. We're definitely going to do the Buzzards game next time. Might also squeeze in this game against the Platypi here because they are really, really dominant right now so far this year. I'm going to check these games against the Jacks, Beavles, and Heaters to see what their standings are real quick. Heaters are pretty good at 11-8. Beavles 9-9. That's nothing special. Jacks 9-9. Also nothing special. So maybe we can get a game in with the Heaters and the Platypi as well. We'll see. But yeah, definitely the Buzzards one for sure, and the Platypi one for sure, because they seem like the dominant team right now. Heaters is a maybe. We'll see how I feel when we get to those games. But anyway, if you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow and or subscribe buttons down here below on Twitch to be notified next time I go live, and or donate money if you so choose. And if you haven't already over on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch down in the description below if you want to come over here and do the same, and also watch the VODs before they're live on YouTube. Until next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.